Most of you aren't subscribed. Make sure to domain expand the subscribe button, as it helps out the channel. Without further ado, having headed into town, Megumi and Yuji chat about how there are only 3 first years being enrolled, but they are interrupted by Gojo. Complimenting Yuji's new school uniform, Gojo mentions that the first year wanted to meet around here. At the same time, we see an older man attempt to recruit a random lady to be a model, but Kugisaki Nobara intervenes. Having scared the man away, Gojo calls her over, prompting her to introduce herself to Yuji and Megumi. Sad that Yuji and Megumi aren't the best looking, Gojo cheers her up stating that they will be touring Tokyo. With Yuji and Kugisaki ecstatic, they are disappointed when Gojo brings the 3 to a rundown building that gives off cursed energy. Seeing this as an opportunity to test Kugisaki and Yuji, Gojo sends the 2 in alone, but not before lending Yuji a cursed weapon, as only techniques and tools involving cursed energy can harm cursed creatures. Exploring the building, Kugisaki gets annoyed, as she spends her precious time hunting down curses and not taking in the city life. Wanting to split, Kugisaki asks for Yuji to search the bottom floors, whilst she searches the top floors. But hearing this, Yuji warns Kugisaki about the dangers of curses, which annoys Kugisaki, storming off and leaving Yuji alone. Isolated, a curse appears, swiping at Yuji, but Yuji senses it, dodging, and driving his blade into the creature. Whilst Yuji handles the curse, we cut to Gojo chatting with Megumi. Gojo tells Megumi that Yuji is one of a kind, as he clearly does think twice about rushing into battle, and that he's clearly got a screw loose. Elsewhere, Kugisaki enters a mannequin-filled room, calling out a curse disguised as a mannequin. Refusing to respond, Kugisaki is forced to unveil her cursed weapon, impaling the mannequin with some nails. Kugisaki warns the creature to remove the nails, but before the curse can respond, its body implodes. Realizing that there was a kid hiding behind several boxes, Kugisaki beckons the kid to come out, but is flat out rejected. Suddenly Kugisaki senses danger, seeing a curse appear from behind the kid, and taking him hostage. Even though she knows that the curse is weak, Kugisaki is powerless to attack as the creature is using the boy as a meat shield. Willingly dropping her weapons to buy more time, Yuji smashes down the wall behind the creature, wresting control of the kid, whilst slicing off one of the creature's arms. As the creature leaps out of the building to escape, Kugisaki reaches for a straw doll, using her cursed resonance technique, to hammer the doll and the creature's arm together, killing the creature. Thanking Yuji for his help, Kugisaki calls it even between her and Yuji, as the 2 head out meeting up with Megumi and Gojo. The next day, the 3 first-year students meet with Eijichi, who fills the 3 on a curse hijacking a school. Seeing as the school is emanating dense cursed energy, Eijichi deduces that the curse is most likely of a special grade level, being the most dangerous type of curse to run into. Usually, special grade sorcerers, like Gojo, should be the one to deal with them, but he's busy. As advice, Eijichi tells the 3 to prioritize scouting and rescuing the hostages, and the running away is the best option, if they were to run into the special grade. Seeing the mother of one of the hostages cry over losing her child, the 3 are more motivated than ever to succeed. With Eijichi casting a veil around the school, to hide things from non-sorcerers, Megumi summons his dog, to help detect any approaching danger. Entering the building, the gang are amazed by the curse's domain, as it's looking back, the 3 realize that the door they just passed through had now disappeared, questioning if they're going insane. But Megumi puts Yuji and Kugisaki at ease, as his dog remembers the scent of the door, and can easily guide them out when the mission is over. Venturing deeper into the cursed domain, the gang are led into an open space, where they spot the child of the women, cut up, with no life in his eyes. Seeing the poor state of that man, Yuji wants to take his body back to at least show the victim's mother, but Megumi is strictly against this. Not wanting to risk their lives for someone random, Megumi reveals that this victim is a criminal, questioning why they should prioritize the corpse of a criminal over their own. Before the 2 get more heated, Kugisaki yells for the 2 to stop, but suddenly sinks into the ground. Wondering why his demon dog didn't alert them to a curse, Megumi realizes too late that the special grade has appeared. With both Yuji and Megumi frozen from fear, Yuji attempts to swing at the curse, but gets his hand decapitated. At the same time, Kugisaki is seen battling several weaker curses. Asking Sakuna for help, Yuji is rejected, as Sakuna threatens to kill everyone around him if Yuji lets Sakuna take control of his body. But seeing the special grade shoot a powerful blast of cursed energy, Yuji knows that this is the only option, asking Megumi to rescue Kugisaki and get out of here. Agreeing, Megumi summons a bird along with his other demon dog to help track down Kugisaki. Back with Yuji, we see him attempt to read the special grade's attacks, but is punched through a wall. Before he can react, the special grade emits a sphere of curse energy, which incinerates Yugi's entire body. Back with Megumi, he has managed to retrieve Kugisaki. Not wanting to die a meaningless life, Yuji begins to break down, thinking about choosing to stand firm. Yuji ignites his fist, lunging at the special grade, but gets his fist caught. Suddenly Yuji hears Megumi's signal, indicating that he has rescued Kugisaki, allowing Yuji to give his body to Sakuna. With the appearance of the king, Sakuna, the special grade begins to tremble, backing away from Sakuna. As Sakuna thinks about how he can torture Yuji, Sakuna decides to have Megumi fight both himself and the special grade. But the special grade suddenly attacks Sakuna, prompting Sakuna to nullify the attack, all whilst regenerating Yuji's hand. Seeing no use for the special grade, Sakuna slams the creature into the ground, stomping it through the floor. Attempting to fight Sakuna mid-air, the special grade is surprised to see Sakuna best it. Outside, Eiichi is seen asked by Megumi to take Kugisaki to safety, all whilst Megumi waits for Yuji to return. Back with Sakuna, we see him completely mock the special grade, having severed its limbs, and pinned it up against a wall. Seeing the creature refuse to give in, Sakuna decides to unveil his ultimate technique, his domain expansion, Malevolent Shrine, immediately dicing the creature into pieces, and retrieving one of his fingers. Which explains the source of the creature's powers. As the fight is over, Sakuna demands for Yuji to take back his body, but Sakuna realizes that Yuji can't. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.